You know that feeling when it's so hot outside you start wondering if Mother Earth's just giving up on us? Climate change, plastic waste, air pollution, these aren't just global issues, they're IELTS topics too. So in this episode, we're diving into Part 1, Everyday Questions about the Environmental Habits, Part 2, a cue card about an environmental issue, Part 3, deeper discussion about causes, impacts, and solutions. Let's get started.
IELTS Speaking Part 1, Environmental Habits. Are you concerned about environmental issues?
Yes, I'd say I'm quite concerned. We're seeing more extreme weather, polluted cities, and natural disasters happening more frequently. It's hard not to notice when headlines keep mentioning rising sea levels or forest fires.
What do you do to help protect the environment?
I try to reduce my plastic use and recycle as much as I can. I also avoid single-use items and carry my own bottle and tote bag. It's not a huge change, but small habits do add up over time.
Is recycling common in your country?
It's becoming more common, especially in big cities. There are recycling bins in public places now, and some schools even teach students about waste separation. That said, enforcement is still a bit weak, so a lot of people don't bother unless it's convenient.
Do you think your generation is more environmentally conscious than your parents?
Definitely. We've grown up hearing about climate change and global warming, so it's more front of mind for us. Many young people are vocal about sustainability, from plant-based diets to eco-friendly fashion.
IELTS Speaking Part 2, Cue card. Describe an environmental problem that has been in the news. You should say what it is, where it is happening, what causes it, and explain how people are affected by this problem.
One environmental issue that's been widely reported is air pollution in big cities, especially in places like New Delhi, Beijing, and even parts of my own country, like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City. This problem is mainly caused by traffic emissions, industrial waste, and sometimes crop burning. During certain months, the air quality index reaches hazardous levels, and it becomes unsafe to go outside without a mask. I first became aware of this issue a few years ago when I saw a documentary on how school children in Delhi had to stay indoors because the smog was so bad. It really shocked me. I'd never realized how serious the health effects could be. People living in these areas often suffer from breathing problems, fatigue, or even long-term lung damage. And it's not just a health issue. It also affects tourism, productivity, and quality of life in general. What makes this issue even more alarming is that it's preventable to some extent. Better public transport, stricter emission standards, and green urban planning could really make a difference. Personally, I think it's a wake-up call. We can't keep prioritizing economic growth over public health and the planet.
IELTS Speaking Part 3, Discussion. What are the main environmental problems in your country?
Air and water pollution are probably the most serious ones. In urban areas, car emissions and industrial waste are major concerns, while in rural regions, water contamination from pesticides and factory runoff is a growing issue. Deforestation is also a big problem due to overdevelopment and agriculture.
Who should be responsible for solving environmental problems? Individuals or governments?
Both play crucial roles. Governments need to implement policies, invest in clean energy, and enforce environmental laws. At the same time, individuals can contribute by changing daily habits, like reducing plastic use, saving energy, or choosing sustainable products. It's a shared responsibility, and real change only happens when both sides act together.
Do you think it's too late to fix environmental issues?
Not yet, but time is definitely running out. If global leaders and industries commit to meaningful changes, like cutting carbon emissions and investing in renewables, we still have a chance. But if we keep delaying action, the damage may become irreversible. That's why public awareness and education are so important right now.
How can schools help students become more environmentally aware?
Schools can play a major role by including environmental education in the curriculum. Beyond textbooks, students can join cleanup campaigns, grow school gardens, or do recycling projects. When young people are engaged early on, they're more likely to adopt eco-friendly habits for life. That's a wrap on today's episode about environmental problems. It's a serious topic, but with the right words and structure, you can talk about it confidently and clearly in the IELTS speaking test. Keep learning, stay sharp, and speak up for the planet. Until next time, peace.